What is up, guys? Today I am making a tutorial on how to share your piano in any game that you play as a basically a microphone instead of playing it through your mic like in real life. It's much better that way. So the first step to doing that is to download SteelSeries Sonar. You do not need to have a SteelSeries headset or microphone or anything to have this software and use it. Um, because we're going to be using it for for this. This is Sonar. But like if I go to like Engine, like it shows my headphones, but yours probably won't show up if you don't have SteelSeries, but that does not matter. We're just going to be focusing on this area right here, nothing else. You can use Voicemeeter if you want for this, but I mean, I like SteelSeries Sonar more. I just like their interface more, like all the other kind of, stuff you can do in it. But that's besides the point. Um, so the next thing you're gonna want to do is once you have this installed and all of the drivers are installed, I recommend probably restarting your computer once after installing it, just so all of the drivers are like good and everything, and there's nothing messing it up. Um, Once you have all that done, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to install these two things. I will have the link of everything in the description. This is called Flex ASIO. There are different ASIOs, but the only one I've been actually able to configure and use is this one, and it works perfect. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's honestly just a very easy way to for you to do what I'm trying to show you. And I'd never use another ASIO. I've tried. This one's the best. Um, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to this one. It just says Flex ASIO. You're gonna go to releases, and you are going to download the exe file and install that. And this is going to be the actual driver for Flex ASIO, but you will not be able to configure it unless you install Flex ASIO GUI, which will also be in the description. So the same thing, go to this one, the GUI, go down here and installer. And once you install both of these softwares, you'll be able to go into your search bar and search Flex ASIO GUI and open it. And this is where you're going to configure your audio devices. Um, the way I have it set up, it might be a little bit different. I use aux for my output device, which if I go in here, this is aux. And for my input device, I have it set as microphone Rubix 22, which is my audio interface. I don't expect you guys to have one of those, but if you don't, I mean, if you do, great. You can just select it as that and it should work perfectly fine, even if you have a different one. If not, you can just set it as the stream. So you'll see SteelSeries Sonar stream, and then it'll like say all this other stuff after. You can just select that and it will work fine. And then you'll save, so you'll select aux and then SteelSeries Sonar stream, and then you'll save it to default, and then you can close it. So for this, I'm just going to keep it as mine, but this will work. So I'm going to close this now. Once you have that configured, you're almost ready to start playing. The last thing that we're going to want to do after setting up both of these is you're going to want to have some sort of software to play your piano. Now you can use like FL Studio or um, Reaper or anything that you can have some sort of virtual piano in, as long as you're able to set up a MIDI uh, input in that software, it will work just fine. It'll work the same way. But the way I don't use any of those recording softwares to do my stuff, I use something called Splice Instrument, which is this, and it's free, but it doesn't unlock everything on the free version. So this is the Splice Instrument software here. This is what it will look like. And if you go to Discover, you'll see, and you scroll down, there's top free presets, and the top free presets, they work perfectly fine. You don't need to buy the full version if you don't want to, but if you want to go through and look at the paid presets, you can, and you can listen to what they sound like. There's regular presets, and then there's packs of presets. So like if I go here and then I go to piano and keys, you can see these are all packs. So if I click in here, there's got different ones in the same pack. It's a very large library. So I would just get the free version for now, unless you have something else you want to use. If you don't, this is what I recommend. It's a very good software, especially if you're just starting doing this. The way you will set this up is once you have it open, you will go up here and go to Preferences, scroll down a little bit, Audio and MIDI Settings. You will click that, and then so this is a little bit different, I think, than some other things, but if you have your MIDI keyboard plugged into your computer, it should show up under active MIDI inputs, and you're going to want to make sure it's checked. It's not going to be checked by default, so you're going to want to check it. And then when you check it, just make sure Windows Audio is selected as the audio device type. And then on output, make sure it's set to SteelSeries Sonar aux, because aux is what we're using on the SteelSeries Sonar. So when you have all of that set up, you should be able to press a key and it will play. It's very as simple as that. There's not really much more to it. Just make sure everything is set up how I showed you guys, and you should be able to do it. And the one last thing is when you're in a game, if you want to play for people, the way you set it up in game is make sure you set your input device, like your microphone device, as the SteelSeries Stream. SteelSeries Stream will allow you to share all of these inputs and outputs. So like media, like if like I have my YouTube or whatever set to media and I enable it, I'll be able to play whatever I'm playing on YouTube through my mic. But you have to make sure this is enabled. If it's disabled, they won't hear it. You can, if you set it to SteelSeries mic, they'll only be able to hear your mic. If you set it to SteelSeries aux, they'll only be able to hear your piano. So, I mean, one thing I can do to kind of explain it a little better is I can open, I guess that one of the best examples is VR chat, because so many people play piano on there, which is actually one of the places I play piano the most. And you'll see in the bottom what apps are using what device. So chat, Discord, OBS Studio, VR chat, stuff like that. So if I give VR chat a second to load here, this will work the same way in any other game that you play, no matter what. So once you are loaded in your VR chat, press escape, go to the little audio button, scroll down, change device, make sure it is set to SteelSeries Sonar Stream. If you set it to microphone, they'll be able to hear your microphone and etc. So stream is what you want. Whatever you don't want people to hear, just turn it off. Pretty much everything by default will be set to game, I'm pretty sure. And then in master, this is the last thing, I promise. Set stream mix to SteelSeries Stream. Set personal mix to your headphones. And then set mic input to your microphone that you are using to speak, if you have one. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's how you play piano for people in games while still being able to speak. Hope this helped for anyone trying to do this. Please leave a comment letting me know if you guys have any issues, and I will try my best to help you guys if you do run into any problems. Thanks.